bidang-bida ka pag nanalo ka ng bagong bahay sa pinalevel up na TFC Win From Home Season 2. Just watch, answer, and win. Manalo monthly or win the pinalevel up na grand prize, a brand new house and lot. Just watch TFC shows and movies every day. Choose TFC sa online form and answer the question of the day. Join us at TFC Win From Home Season 2.
World Remit helped me give you the best start in life, even if I couldn't be there to see it. I know it wasn't easy comparing yourself to your friends, but the money I sent home meant that you could be right there alongside them today. I'm so proud to be your mother, almost as proud as you must be, now that you're starting an incredible new chapter.
Stations in one great app. MCBN Media Group app is a must-have app for all global Pinoys who love music. Free to download. Pinoy Radio, today's best Filipino music, plays the latest pop music with a mix of good old throwback OPM hits. Crossway, the right hit music mix. America's Top 40 CHR Internet Radio slides back from the 90s and 2000s playlist and today. Jeepney Pinoy Radio. Tara, sakay na! Let's rock and roll! The alternative way to listen mainstream and Pinoy indie music, OPM rock, and rap. Handpicked into one great playlist with live and acoustic versions. Plus, featured Tunog Kalye faves. MCBN Radio, 24/7 of the most listened American and British throwback hits from the 70s and 80s. With live broadcast feature and serving as the voice of the community. MCBN TV, live TV programs and mainstream blogs from great entertainment personalities and social media influencers. Download now. Magkaibang pananaw, kanya-kanyang opinyon. Tapatan, tapatan. Hindi lahat ng panahon magkatugma. Hindi lahat ng pagkakataon naaayon. Opinyon mo, opinyon ko. Salpukan ng saloobin. Kanton Veloso. Oras na para sa Tapatan. Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. Time to pump up your weekend afternoons with us. Tapatan, another PinoyRadio.com special on Saturdays.
Okay, good morning. Welcome to the show. Welcome back. We're back again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tapatan. My name is Von Canton. And of course, my partner. Introduce yourself.
Good morning, everybody. Yes, good morning, everybody. I know marami po sa ating mga listeners ay mga puyat dahil sa big fight last night. Kaya lang is the result is not that pleasant. So anyway, coming live from Scarborough, Philip Veloso po.
And ako naman po ay broadcasting live from Brampton. And today is a very interesting day. We're going to talk about a lot of things. We can talk about the Pacquiao fight. We can talk about, of course, our special guest, Richie Valdez. Perhaps some of you doesn't know who's Richie yet. So that's the reason why we invited her to introduce to you. And let's get to know her. Para naman makilala natin kung sino siya and kung ano yung
Pwede nating may
tatanungin niya
tulog
doon
sa
sa
kanya.
election. Okay.
And
Actually, medyo intriguing, ano? Kasi nung
Mhm.
nabalitaan ko, oh, Richie is running. Okay. So we have Filipino Canadian running for federal election for the member of parliament. And sabi ko, wow, this is history in the making. Let's do it. Okay, so that's why we invited Richie to join us this morning for Tapatan. But first off, what's your take on Pacquiao-Ugas fight last night, Philip?
well, sa fight talaga is very entertaining. Okay? Kasi yun naman ang hinahanap natin sa sports, entertainment. And of course, siyempre, ang ating pusta kung tayo pumupusta is naki money. Gusto natin yung ating kababayan na maging manalo. But talagang, I think, sabi nga ni, sino nga ito nagsabi ng no mas? Talagang,
Cubano si Ugas, ano?
I know, Ugas is younger, taller, at talaga namang nasa kanya ang puwersa.
So are you saying dihado tayo kay with money? Pero sabi nila it's a good fight last night. It just so
it was
happened matangkad, mahaba si Ugas and young too.
It was a good fight. At kung ikaw ay betting man, you made a lot of money kung pumusta ka kay Ugas dahil lahat ng si Manny talaga is favorite. Talagang ang laki ng take if you put money on Ugas.
Yeah.
Pero before that, there's a good fight naman. Another kababayan of ours, si Mark Magsayo. Ang ganda ng ginawa niya talaga. Nakuha niya yung championship belt from Julio Ceja. At talagang technical knockout on the 10th round. Talagang tulog.
Until now, tulog pa.
Ang take hanggang ngayon tulog pa. Kawawa naman si Ceja, pero that's a boxing, right? So
yeah. So I think it's about time for Manny to consider retiring and just focus
at
on
42,
politics.
I think he is, yes.
Sinsilig naman yung politics and napapabalita sa Pilipinas that he's running for president. So I
pero
think,
nandun pa rin yung partner, naroon pa rin yung bilis niya eh. Talagang
yes.
yung mga galaw niya, siguro lang talagang wala na siyang pwersa. And then also, he mentioned during the interview na nangingisig siya, yung kinikisig siya, yung kanyang pa talagang siguro old age na rin yon.
Yes, I think he's 42. So I think while still healthy, he should consider retiring. But anyway, it's a good fight. It was entertaining, and of course, the Filipino people and the world loves money. The way he fight. And another thing, COVID. Do we have any update for COVID, Philip?
Well, this is from yesterday kasi ngayon hindi pa nila nilalabas. I don't know kasi kanina hindi pa nila nilalabas yung result from yesterday. Pero this is like from yesterday's report. It's around 600 dito sa Toronto, sa Ontario, more or less 600 cases. Pero maganda rito partner, 216 sa Toronto, Pero 186 of that is non-vaccinated or unvaccinated.
Really? Wow.
See?
Until now,
So, ano pang hinihintay nating mga kababayan dyan, our listeners na not getting the vaccine? Ito na po yung pruweba ng science. You know, 216 cases, 180 plus there ay walang bakuna. So, there you go, folks.
Pero meron pa rin tinamaan, meron pa rin vaccinated na tinamaan. But I think the chances of surviving is
very high.
Mataas yung mataas
Kasi,
yung
from
yung,
I think 22 people are fully vaccinated. Pero again, 22 out of 186, comparing that, ang laki ng gap noon.
Yes. So yeah, we encourage everyone to get vaccinated. This is important. You have to believe in science because ayaw naming naririnig na kung kailan kayo nasa ICU, sasabihin nyo na dapat nagpa-vaccinate na kayo, dapat noon pa. So wag niyo na hintayin yun kasi
at saka, alam mo para dito, ang hinahabol dito sa Toronto, ikaw ang hinahabol ng bakuna. Yes. Imagine kahapon sa Blue Jays game, meron silang bus sa labas. Vaccination bus. Nandun sa labas, kung wala kang bakuna, just walk in.
Galing, no?
Di ba? Nanood ka na ng game. Paglabas. Di ba?
Whereas in the Philippines, yung bakuna yung hinahabol, di ba? Dito,
bakuna hinahanap mo. Dito, bakuna naghanap sa iyo.
Look at the difference. Okay.
It is.
So anyway, it's like what I said. It's a beautiful day. It's Sunday. It's a sunny morning, Sunday morning here in Canada.
Mhm.
And if you have plans, this is the perfect time. I don't know with our candidate. Maybe they're door knocking later. Pero wag na natin patagalin. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you our special guest today. All right. Her name is Richie Valdez of Mississauga. And she is the Liberal candidate for Mississauga-Streetsville in the upcoming federal election. Okay, so Richie grew up in Mississauga, and she's a mom of two who is also a small business owner. She has a passion for community building. That's important, and has been involved in a number of philanthropic initiatives. She completed her Bachelor of Computer Science from the University of Windsor and enjoys basketball. All right. So let's introduce our guest, Miss Richie. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. What a lovely
There you
introduction.
Welcome to the show, Ms. Valdez.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to Tapatan. Now, it's we're excited to hear that you are the official candidate. Again, official candidate of the Liberal Party, not a nominee, no more, because she's acclaimed. All right. So that means the election will happen on September 20 at exactly how many days from now, Philip?
29. Biniglabo ako doon, sir.
29 days. Is that correct, Richie?
Yeah, yeah.
Oo, di ba?
Okay, so
Wow.
your math is working. So
Okay.
anyway, Richie, we're happy to have you this morning. And wow, you surprised us. Tell us about your journey. How did you come up with this? And what made you run
Sure.
for politics? Tell us about this.
Yeah, mabuhay everybody. Again, it's Richie Valdez. I'm so excited to be here. I've had quite the journey to get here. It has definitely not been an easy one. So, you know, like I'm just really fortunate to have so many different experiences, as you can probably see from my bio. So, you know, like from everything from coming to Canada as a new immigrant in 1989, settling down with my family in Mississauga, you know, like graduating from school. I worked 15 years in corporate banking. That's a big chunk of my life, you know, being able to like really commit and making a difference there. And then, you know, like raising a family. So I have two kids. Kyle is 12 and Cassidy is 6. And my husband.
Still young, eh?
Yeah, they're still, well, young-ish. And my husband, Christopher, you know, like we raising a family through all that. And then going through the experiences of entrepreneurship. So leaving the corporate world and stepping into full-time entrepreneurship and creative entrepreneurship has been like, I think that really big first leap to be able to explore like who I really am and what I want to do. And those experiences really led me to open up myself to the community, and particularly the Filipino community. And through all the different experiences of, like, say, planning entrepreneurial events, meeting with like-minded Filipinos within the Toronto area and otherwise, you know, it's just been really great to be able to tap into giving back to the community. I've been so fortunate with all my experiences. All I wanted to do, say, in the last like 2.5 years has really been about giving back. And then through, we'll talk about it a little bit later, but Battle Canada, Battle 416, and all the basketball not-for-profit organization activities I've been doing, it's really drawn me to helping the community. It's, you know, building it, connecting us. I mean, with the pandemic that has all hit us very hard, I've still, despite that, I've found ways for us to come together and support one another. So these are all the things like I really believe in and I really love. And so with this opportunity, it just allows me to do the things that I love to do, but
Yes.
At a greater scale. And then obviously with the city, within the city that I grew up in.
Yeah, wonderful. So from being an immigrant, you arrive in Mississauga and still in Mississauga, now running for Mississauga.
Right.
What a story of an immigrant, indeed. All right. So for a long time, there's a clamor and aspirations for the Filipino community to run for, you know, the member of parliament of Canada, especially in Ontario, wherein majority of the Filipinos are here. and there's so many tries, there's so many nominees, but at the end they don't end up good. In your case, it's different. You are now the official candidate of the Liberal Party for the upcoming election. Now, so many people are asking, how are you able to you pull it off, the string? Like, paano niya ginawa? Ang galing. So tell us briefly about this before we dive into other topic.
Absolutely. So, I mean, through all the different journeys that I talked to you about on many occasions, many people have come up to me and have really approached me to say, we need a strong voice. We need representation in our community. And so, and that, you hear that not just once, not just twice, but, for me, I started to hear it quite a bit. And so, I kind of like looked in my heart. And when this opportunity came up, I really just answered all the things that the Liberal Party asked of me or requested of me. And, they said yes to the opportunities.
Without second thought, just yes?
Oh, no, there's lots of thoughts. Okay. There was lots of thoughts, I'm sure, like from a consideration perspective, you need to assess an individual that fits the role. And, I followed everything that was asked of me. And, to be here right now speaking with all of you is really just an honor and a privilege.
Wow. I think you're ready. Philip?
No, I mean, it's really, really good. It's nice to see you even in Zoom. As we mentioned before, we've been active in the Filipino community. But to be honest with you, we never met you in most of the event. Are you playing on the background or all of a sudden, and then there's Richie Valdez, a candidate?
Well, no, like I have been out in the community, just maybe in different types of events, but you might have recognized my face through a dessert company that me and my co-founder had founded, which is Filipino Fusion Desserts. So that's really the first time, like through that experience, I got to be out more. So attending all the different events, whether it's the Mabuhay Festival, like except it was more from the standpoint of like, come eat my desserts and try my ube cookies. It was really like the first chance for me to get out there, and then through different. More like, I think the events that I would attend more so were the ones that were entrepreneurial related. So connecting with PH Time Is Now or entrepreneurship. I gathered more local. I kind of created events that were more local based with, professionals or what have you. But I have been out there, but just in a different capacity or in a different way.
Gotcha. And then follow up to that. So looking at that, you're an entrepreneur, you're a big bank executive. Where all these political elements came into place? How come all of a sudden there is this Richie Valdez as our candidate again?
Yeah, no, like, so, everybody knows, they can see that, like I'm very new to politics. But the one thing that has been very profound for me, I think it's exactly 1 week. 1 week I've been in this role. And the significant amount of parallels of politics and just community building are tremendous. One of the things that I've noticed, that when I first started was just meeting people and really being the voice of people. I think the foundational things for me that I've connected to was being able to support those around me. And I did that in the past locally for my Filipino community, but now it's really being the voice of everyone, the diverse cultural, mosaic that we have here in Canada. So, I really love that I get to stand for something, for things that I believe in and represent. You know what I mean? I think that's the foundation of everything. And more so just being able to help people understand, especially the younger generation, that we are so privileged to live in a world that is a democratic society where we actually have a choice and a voice. And it's time that we all empower the youth to understand that having a voice matters and that we can make a difference together. So these are, again, like foundationally, these are things that I believe in and I want to be able to put forward.
Now you're talking like a real politician. There you go. I can see it now. Yes.
Okay, so recently you produced your own TV show on FTV. Would you tell us about it? What's in there?
So the show is called Fearlessly Creative.
Okay.
And this idea was birthed because, well, it was a couple things. It was during the pandemic when I first came up with this concept. And I realized that, because I had volunteered my time to coach. You can ask various people in the community. Just I really, again, giving back. I would constantly be in a coffee conversation with someone, and then I would launch into a coffee conversation, mentoring others. And then through those conversations, I was like, oh my goodness, like I'm hearing the same types of questions. I'm hearing the same types of things that people need to hear. And so I said, you know what? I don't want to just have one-on-one conversations. Let me tell more people and tell others. And so I said, you know what? Like let's have a platform where I get to celebrate creatives that are Filipino and within our community. And there's a broad spectrum of creativity. Okay, so it's not just one or two things. It's quite diverse. So celebrating Filipinos and entrepreneurs within our industry that people may not know about, and celebrating that, and then through their creative stories, communicating to others how important it is to believe in yourself and to pursue things that matter to you, that you're passionate about, and then really being able to share that broadly. So it's kind of multiple things. And then obviously during the pandemic, people have time. So imagine this is the first time in our life where we've had an opportunity to pause and say, okay, time out. Is this what I really want to do? And so through my show, I said, you know what, like maybe that one or two things that you have been doing this whole time may not be it for you. There might be other things you haven't even tried to explore. The word fearless is very powerful. Fearless means being bold enough to believe in yourself and make a difference by just doing that one thing only. So that's pretty much the premise of the show.
That's amazing. Actually, I saw the first episode. And of course, I check on you because who's Richie Valdez? When Karen Benade started posting about your candidacy, then obviously because we work in the media, and then we check every details, whatever information we could get, a backgrounder. So yeah, congratulations on your new show. I think you're doing good because the most important thing here is we have to prepare and to introduce the next generation, because so many people doesn't know them, and these are emerging artists, emerging leaders. As you said, even Philip was surprised. Who's Richie? You don't know Richie? I know her. I check on her already at the background and everything. So this is very exciting, and I think you're doing great. The same thing as what we do in broadcast is to carry out information or communication that the public needs. This is very important to the progress of our community. All right, so let's dive in on a little bit serious note. Liberal candidate is very strong on the call for environment and climate change. Would you like to tell us about this?
Sure. Anyone that knows me and my family knows how passionate I am. Especially, it's not just me, but me and my son. I've raised my kids to do everything small to make a difference. And so here at home, we recycle. I taught my kids at a really young age how to do it. So whenever we're, cleaning up, they know how to recycle everything. And, they know how to take care of things. And it's all about being conscious, okay? Making choices that say, okay, do I have to do it one way, or do I have other opportunities to do it another? So in summary, what I'm trying to say is that, the small things you do from within your home can really make a difference.
Yeah.
And for me as an entrepreneur, like all those choices I made as an individual, I said, okay, how do I want to be able to create my business? What choices can I make? So as I was creating my future business, which is a cafe, I said, I want my business to be more sustainable. So being able to, serve with biodegradable items so that we're not just tossing things into the trash. So climate change sounds like so big. It's so big and it's daunting, but I want people to understand that the impacts of being able to go from the small things from your home to the business decisions that you make, for example, can really make a difference overall. Climate change, if we do not fix it today, we are so not going to be able to make it in the future. And so what I'm really trying to do is fight for climate change, because my kids are here and I want their futures to be able to continue forward. Because it's really, I mean, you can see it right now with the weather, right?
Yeah.
Just, you know, I'm really trying to fight for the things that matter. And one of the biggest things right now that will impact all of us very soon and is happening right now is really the climate change issue.
All right. Agree. Okay. Now you're pushing for the investing in women entrepreneurs
Yes.
and advancing pay equity legislation. I think if you win the election, you're going to push for this. So tell us about this.
Sure. I mean, you just heard me say a whole bunch of stuff, but as a woman entrepreneur, like we have our own, you know, specific challenges as well. And so being able to support the different policies or decisions in the future that can positively impact women entrepreneurs, whether that's, you know, ensuring that there's proper funding or support that can enable us, because it's amazing. I've talked to so many women, and so many women have brilliant ideas, but you know, it's daunting. It's like, who's going to help me? Who's going to support me? So I'd love to be able to help women entrepreneurs in that way. And then pay equity legislation is just making sure, like, I mean, I was in corporate banking, so, you know, I experienced what that was like, but really fighting to ensure that everyone is equally paid, because everyone contributes equally to a role, right? So there shouldn't, differentiating pay based on any other reason is not good. So I'm really there to support, equity in general, and then with a focus more so on women.
Do you believe that men are being paid more than women to date?
Not me.
Well, I think there are. I'll answer this in a couple ways. One, it depends on the industry. There are industries where I would say that there's a larger gap, and it's really, it's where the biggest gaps are that I can target and focus on in the future. There are some industries where it's at par, but then there's others where it's significantly different. So, and that's not fair. If two people are doing the same role, then it should be paid equally.
Yeah. Okay. What's your stand on first home buyers? Your plan for entrepreneurs as well as small businesses?
So with the first time home buyers, like I remember going through that with my husband, just ensuring that, like, especially right now with affordable housing and things like that, just being able to continue to support the decisions that are related to those things, because it's very hard. Like if I talk to an average person right now that's looking to purchase a home, it's all the prices are going higher. So it's just being able to support those things to help, first time home buyers in particular, because it's very difficult. And then for small businesses, I mean, I went through such a difficult time during the pandemic and my business was hit hard. So it's just ensuring that there is support for them, for small businesses and entrepreneurs going forward.
Yeah. Philip?
Yes. So we got a lot of information, but this is a question now for some of our listeners out there in Mississauga and the Streetsville. Where are the boundaries of your writing, that so people knows where they are going to stop?
Yeah, what I'm going to do is it's easier for me to, I can actually share it with you. So you can share the links with everybody, because the visual, it's easier if I send it to you, because you can see all the boundaries. It's a very, very good question. If I send you a link, it's easier if you visually see it.
Right. Okay. And also, how will you approach this campaign? Are you doing knocking on doors, telephone, calling? What are the things that you and your volunteers are doing right nowadays?
Yeah, so like I just stepped away from door knocking to be able to speak with you. So a few things actually. So I'm just in the midst of establishing an office within Streetsville. So I'm really fortunate that that's actually underway right now. My team, while I'm here, helping me set everything up, because without a team, it's just very difficult to like,
Right.
so it's after 1 week, establishing a strong team, a place where people can just walk through my door, right? So that's number one. Presence within Streetsville is huge for me. And then in terms of like the activities, it's nonstop. I mean, from morning to night, I have my favorite sneakers, like just knocking on doors and greeting people. And, I'm actually taking my family out with me today to go door knocking, just meeting everyone within my community. It's huge. So lots of walking, lots of phone calling, and then, just getting out to meet as many people as I can.
And lots of sacrifice too, right?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyone?
But I think
go
But I
ahead.
think the goal is because you're already there. I think the goal is to win the election. So you're gonna do everything, whatever it takes,
Yes.
to win it, because you don't want to do it again the second time. Me, it's just like a goal setting.
Yes, exactly.
I don't want to. It's just like a board exam. I don't want to fail now
Yeah.
and do it again. If I
Yeah.
will take this exam, I'll make it sure I'll pass.
Yeah.
So I think that's the objective of running. You don't run to lose. You run to win, right?
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, hard work, prayer, they always help. So,
That's
and
right.
of course, the community also behind you. That's all. I think the Filipino community, for sure, I will be giving you 100% support.
And
Okay,
yes,
so
I can attest to that. I really appreciate. I have been receiving a lot of comments. Replying is very difficult. So thank you to everybody who has shown their support, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, social media nowadays, they're really, really powerful. So you gotta use it.
we have a lot of Filipino Canadian in Mississauga,
Yes.
and for sure they want to chip in either cash or help or to campaign with you. So how can they reach you and how can they help?
Absolutely. So right now, like the single most important thing, well, there's two things, but the first one really is volunteers. So I have a volunteer coordinator who's, leading the efforts on that. I'm going to share everything with you again, like after we come off the call. But just reach out in terms of like providing your, your details so that we can reach out and say, this is when we need you to be there. So it's everything from door knocking with me, just making phone calls and just having like stronger presence in the community. I only have 29 days.
Yeah.
And then no pressure. And then second to that would be obviously from a funding perspective. Look, I realize we've all been hit hard by, the pandemic, but I think the really key message here is that every little dollar counts because it helps fund my campaign so that I can physically go out and be in the community, print more signs, print more, like advertising so that I can have more presence. And so my donation link, you can actually find it on the Liberal website under, like I'm right there, you can see my face. Under candidates, there's a donate button. All you have to do is click that and every individual can contribute. And you just put it all in there and you'll know all the tax credit information's all there as well.
That's wonderful. At least they know what to do or to help, because I've been hearing I think anytime this week or next week you'll get a lot of calls because they want to do door knocking or campaigning for you. That's Filipino bayanihan.
I know.
And we won't let you down for because you're already there. So I think Philip, you have to mobilize your logistics now to Mississauga. All right.
We're gonna call all our players and coaches and managers out there. Please go out and support our candidates, right? So
there you go.
People who's playing basketball there.
So since you like basketball, of course, there's so many Filipino loves basketball. However, we're short. But we love shooting. Tell us about Battle Canada and your involvement with Battle Canada.
Sure. So Battle 416 is how it started. And I joined the team in 2019. And if you've ever been in Nathan Phillips Square during a PIDC...
I was there.
That is where we first launched, our basketball tournaments with like 5-on-5 basketball and our, all-star games. It was just a tremendous experience bringing the community together. And then just with the backdrop of Nathan Phillips Square, it's been tremendous. I mean, it's not just myself, by the way. I have an entire team, and shout out to Clyde, who's the founder of it. So, you know, that's the backdrop, and we raise funds for Sick Kids Foundation. So we did that from 2018. And then in 2020, we were supposed to expand to Brampton and Montreal. And then with COVID, we had to just stop everything. But that didn't stop us from hosting our own events within our HQ in North York. We continued to host outdoor events safely because we had a court, and we installed our court at the back. So we did that, and I did a lot of live events as well. I did Cook for Causes, Battle for Causes, all virtually to again raise money for Sick Kids Foundation and Montreal Children's Hospital Foundation. And then as you can see now, we've transitioned from Battle 416 to Battle Canada. So during the pandemic, again, we didn't stop. We wanted to, instead of relying on having to go to different locations to host these events, we instead decided to build our own court. So Battle Canada is located in Markham. So you can check it out. It's just in Markham there, and it's 2 full-size courts and 4 half courts. You can rent it. We host tournaments at every major long weekend or weekends. It's really a lot of fun, and it's all about that positive vibe, right? And now that we as soon as we were able to open up a little bit, we've been able to safely host different types of basketball events.
Nice.
Oh, good.
Philip is a basketball guy, and that's why you guys are common, understanding about the game on the large scale and smaller scale. Okay, Raptors. What do you think of Raptors, Richie, this season?
No, I'm just really excited for this upcoming season for sure. I mean, it's rebuilding the team, I think, is really important. It's a good restart, and so I'm looking forward to the season for sure.
And they're coming home. They already officially announced that they're here to play. So.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I know. So it's interesting. I'm like, do I watch the Raptors or do I watch my election? I'm not sure. I was like, oh, geez, I don't know. I'm kind of torn. So,
okay.
You can always
Philip,
do both.
Go ahead, Philip.
No, I says you can always do it both. Of course, we want to win because this is what it is. You know,
for sure.
Yeah. So we all be there in Toronto.
Yeah.
Okay. So last question for me. What's your advice to future leaders or future aspiring to run for public office? I mean, of course, with the journey you have, the experience, you are 50% there. So on election night, we'll know and we'll be there for you. Okay.
For sure. I think the advice is really simple. I've talked to so many talented individuals. You know who you all are out there. You know what's in your heart. No one is going to tell you otherwise. So it's really simple. If this is in your heart to be able to contribute back and really make a difference, go for it. It's actually that simple. If you put yourself out there, in my case, you're looking at a mom of 2, creative entrepreneur, community builder. If I can put my name on a ballot and make a difference, if it's in your heart, you can do the exact same thing.
Wow. Very
amazing.
Good.
So, Philip, you hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
And my last question to you today, and again, thank you so much for coming in. And it's nice to see you even on virtually, but are you ready to work in Ottawa?
Oh, heck yeah.
There you go.
I was born for this. No, I mean, in all seriousness.
I like that.
No, I mean, this is the spirit.
But
that
that's
we
the
want.
reality. We're just preparing you for something big that might happen on September 20th. You don't know, right? So you have to work for it now.
You ready?
I'm ready. Absolutely.
There you go. And say hi to
cool.
Justin for us, right?
I will.
Well, we know Justin, right? So I talked to him. He's been in Taste of Manila. Remember when he came down here in Taste of Manila? In 2018, no. So
okay, so that's it's wonderful. It's nice to know you, Richie, and we wish you all the best. I know you're gonna fight to the end.
I absolutely.
And you have 29 days, as Philip said. So let's make the most of it and go for it.
Yeah.
This is the time. because this is a history in the making, and I think the chances are there. So good luck.
Thank you.
Let's
And your
spend.
final message.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you, Vaughn and Philip, for this opportunity. And for those of you who are listening, who are taking the time to listen to this, it means you want to learn more. I've shared with you how you can give back by either donating your time or donating money to help my campaign. But in any way, obviously the most important thing is I also appreciate prayers. And if you come by, please, like, elbow, daps, come and say hi when my office opens. I can't wait to meet and see all of you.
Yes. All right.
Stay
So
safe.
thank you very much, Richie. And we will see you one of these days. We'll visit you in Streetsville. We live close by, right, Philip? We'll come down.
Yes, we will for sure
Maybe
before the election.
join the campaigning.
Before the election, we will be there and see you there.
Amazing.
Okay. So thank you very much, Richie, once again. And good luck to your election and also your TV show. So being a mom, I know it's hard, but look at you. I mean, you'll be an inspiration for a lot of people,
Thank
not
you
only
so much.
Filipino, but of course, the immigrants, the Filipino, the Canadians. So again, we wish you all the best.
Thank
Okay.
you so much. Take
So
care.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so
give it
much. All right.
give it a good fight, girl.
Well,
So Philip is really into it. Okay.
Go,
Thank
girl.
you. Okay, folks, there you go. That
You're
was
good.
Miss Richie
Mhm.
Valdez of Mississauga, Streetsville.
Tulungan po
Supportan
natin
po
siya.
natin
Yeah.
siya sa darating na election. I know we have a lot of friends in Mississauga,
Mhm.
especially in those areas in Streetsville. May mga boundary yan. So, pero we will share yung boundary kung saan kayo kasali.
Yes,
Kasi may
yes.
mapa yan eh. And
Tsaka kahit wala kayo dun sa boundary, just, again, sabi nga
Mhm.
niya, a little bit of donation, volunteer time, or just a simple prayer.
yeah, I
Alam mo
think the
naman
most
tayo.
important thing now is volunteer time if you don't have
Mhm.
money to
So,
donate. But anyway, it's not that big.
Mhm.
Kahit $20 you can donate the campaign. Ganun
Sure.
naman dito sa Canada.
Actually, kagabi,
Mm.
nag-attend kami sa fundraising ni Salma, sa
Mhm.
Scarborough.
See?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah.
me, Mel, Pipito, doon kami. And yeah, it was a good turnout. It's a barbecue backyard party. Ang laki ng backyard
Dapat
ni
ganun lang
Salma.
pala, no?
Ang laki ng
Not
backyard niya.
exactly yung by plate. Kasi normally
Yeah.
they invite for dinner. Okay
Kaya
na yun.
lang.
Barbecue is good enough, diba? And then organize it.
Yeah.
And people just come by and donate. And
Yeah. Kaya
I
lang,
think that's a
malaki.
good idea.
Ang mahal ng barbecue. But anyway, mangyagawa.
Magkano yung barbecue? $20 each?
5,
$5? $50?
100,
$100 yung barbecue?
500 per head.
Oh my God, buti hindi ka nabulunan.
Hindi
Okay.
naman.
But anyway, just
Pumunta lang tayo doon. Pumunta lang naman.
ibigay nyo lang yung kaya nyo. You
Yeah,
don't really
of
need
course.
to
Yes,
push
yes.
for it. Sabi nga ako, hindi nang kaya ng cash, then just, volunteer
Right.
your time. Anyway, yung campaign period naman is napakaikli. I think
Pero
that
alam mo,
was 33
malaki
days.
malaki ang budget na kailangan ng mga yan ng candidates talaga. So, for our kababayan, kailangan po nating suportahan para naman bigyan natin ng magandang laban, sabi nga.
Yeah, although merong riding association, pero sila yung tumutulong to schedule fundraising events. And of course, they have a lot of coordinators because they want to make it sure that that area will, that riding will go for them on election night, right? So
Okay.
tulungan po natin. This is the perfect time and perfect opportunity na itulak natin ang ating kababayan sa parliament. And kami po ay din sa inyo na kung po pwede. Bilang Pilipino, either conservative ka, NDP or liberal, dahil Pilipino pa rin ito, tulungan po natin. Okay?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
yun lang yun eh. Di ba, pare Goy?
Calling all our kababayan. Sama-sama po tayo para naman magkaroon tayo ng representative sa Ottawa.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing. Okay, may nakalimutan pa ba tayo, paring Philip?
Well, ngayon wala na, pero after this, I will be heading to Filipino Center to do our annual Rosalinda Javier Student Award. And of course, the good mayor of Toronto will be there as our guest speaker. So again, congratulations sa Filipino Center for doing this annually, even though in pandemic.
You're always busy, Philip, but that's good,
Mhm.
especially this pandemic. A lot of people needs help. So
Yeah.
dapat magtulungan and magsuportahan, hindi lang pera but yung alam mo
Yeah.
yung personal
Yeah.
kasi yung yung mga mental health issue. Oh, by the way, we will
Mm.
have our own upcoming show coming in 3 weeks from now.
Mhm.
Talking about mental health.
Oh.
And yep.
Who's-
I think
who-
it's na
who will be
napapanood nito. Yeah.
Who will be hosting that? And
Your good friend Ruth Teresa.
oh, Ruth,
Yes.
Teresa, wow.
So saying good morning to Cesar Orate and also hi to Arnelo. Ito, good friend ko ito from Naga City sa Pilipinas.
Wow.
And of
Kumusta
course,
kayo?
si,
Good morning, good
si
morning.
Marisol, yung mga late tuners natin, maraming salamat po sa inyong pakikinig at panunood. Marami tayong activity last night. I know you, Philip, alas 3 ka na natulog. Ako, alauna. And the
Talo eh.
rest are enjoying their, because of the Pacquiao fight.
Yes.
So, yeah. At least nakapanood pa tayo. So maybe there's no more fight for Pacquiao.
That's it.
Pacquiao
I think
no
that's
more.
it. Pacquiao no more. Yeah, give a good fight.
Dalawa lang yung partner. Pacquiao no more o Pacquiao pa more?
Pacquiao pa more. So,
Pacquiao
I
pa more
thi-
means
pero,
keep on
you know what?
fighting.
Hindi siya
Good
nagbigay
morning to
ng
Alexander Budi. Yeah.
hindi siya nagbigay ng decision last night eh. He say titingnan niya
Because gusto niya ilagay yung sarili niya sa safe side din.
pero sabi ko nga nung
Hindi bigla-bigla.
ang sabi ko mas maganda nga talaga naman mag-retire ka as winner. Oh, di ba? So,
Yes. Hindi
So,
loser.
hindi
So
loser.
are you suggesting na one more fight?
If I'm a betting man, I think my bet is one more fight. He will be fighting one more.
You know what? He's running for election in the Philippines. So maybe this fight, the last fight, which is last night, is enough to fund that election. Kasi
No,
he's
more
getting
than
the big
enough.
fight, right?
More than enough. And
So, yeah.
yeah.
So
And,
good luck to Manny Pacquiao. And
Okay.
I think you brought a lot of honor to our country.
Yeah. At saka ano shout out do sa kumanta kagabi ng ating national anthem ng Lupang Hinirang. Galing,
Sino yun?
galing.
Sino yun?
I'm sorry I forgot the name, but this is the member now of the Black Eyed Peas. The girl from
Philippines?
from the Voice na nanalo siya, di ba? Yeah.
Nice.
So I forgot her name, but she really
Okay, I'll go check it out.
she really did it sang very good, and ang galing, proud na proud ka to being Filipina talaga.
Very nice. Okay, so folks, papaalam na po kami. Naging guest po natin ngayon si Richie Valdez. Once again, supportahan po natin siya for the upcoming federal election. He's running under the Liberal Party, representing the riding of Mississauga and Streetsville. So, pare kong Philip, paalam na tayo. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, si Von Canton. We're gonna see you back next week for another episode of Tapatan. I-announce namin later kung sino ang ating next guest. Philip.
And po naman, Philip Veloso, again, maraming salamat po. For the last hour, nagkasama-sama muli tayo. Hanggang sa muli. Maraming salamat and happy Sunday, everyone.
See you next week.
See you.
Ang programang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Action Honda, where car ownership is made easy. Located at 4334 Kingston Road, Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Come to Action Honda. Whether bibili ka o hindi, it's always a pleasure to talk sa kababayan. Mabuhay!
Great car deals in action. Your Filipino friends ready at your service. Test drive at Action Honda today.
From the eye clinic that introduces unique, funky, and fashionable eyewear, 7 taon na ang nakakaraan, continues to deliver. Sunny Optical is the one. Patuloy at tuloy-tuloy ang alagang makabayan, serbisyong Canadian. If you're looking for the distinctive, innovative, and coveted frames and sunglasses, Sunny Optical now serves our patrons much better. At dahil may Pinoy optometrist and optician that can speak Tagalog, alam namin ang pangangailangan nyo. 2 locations, 1 vision. They accept direct billing with insurance companies. In Ontario, we are located at First Markham Place, 3255 Highway 7 East, Unit 166. In Thornhill, we are at 1 Promenade Circle, Y007 at TNT Supermarket Entrance. Kita-kita na lang kabayan at Sunny Optical. Feel free to contact us, 905-7311-999.
Stratus Building Solutions is second to none in the green and environmentally friendly commercial cleaning and janitorial service industry, and the pursuance of cleaning for health. We feature the latest technology in janitorial services. Our exclusive HEPA filtration vacuum removes 99.9% of all allergens. Our microfiber cloths and pads produce outstanding surface care results with reduction in waste. Chemical-free processes include the Stratus UV wand, effective when the traditional methods are impractical. Our Stratus Green Clean chemicals are Green Seal certified for their non-toxic, biodegradable, contain no VOCs, and proven effectiveness. See the Stratus difference in your facility. Stratus Building Solutions, industry leader in green commercial cleaning and janitorial services.
Bidang-bida ka pag nanalo ka ng bagong bahay sa pina-level up na TFC Win From Home Season 2. Just watch, answer, and win. Manalo monthly or win the pina-level up na grand prize, a brand new house and lot. Just watch TFC shows and movies every day. Choose TFC sa online form and answer the question of the day. Join us at TFC Win From Home Season 2.
We keep asking, what's trending? What's viral? Here, we ask, what's fresh in the entertainment scene? The latest innovations in science and inventions in the medical field. What's fresh on the planet? Next big thing, NBT.